Hi everyone, today we're back at the Coffs Historical Cemetery cleaning graves, and I wanted to share today about my great-grandparents Walter and Mary Jane Anderson. Walter was the first child born to Samuel and Sophia Anderson, who we looked at last time. Walter was born in 1886 at Broughton Creek on the south coast of New South Wales, and he was the oldest of a family of 13 children, 12 surviving. In 1906, at the age of 20, he married Mary Jane Beacom, a 19-year-old local girl from nearby Berry. Walter and Mary's first child, a son Walter Cecil, was born in May in 1907, and shortly after the birth of their second son, Harold Cameron, known as Jim, Walter and Mary took their young family on a coastal steamer to relocate to the north coast of New South Wales. At the time, Coffs was a thriving timber port, and there were many small ships travelling up and down the coastline, and many of Walter's family followed them, although Mary's family remained on the south coast of New South Wales. Walter and Mary's third child, a daughter, Jean, was born in Bellingen not far from here, and was followed by the rest of their family, Kenneth, Heather, Betsy, Ivy, Alec, Lawrence and Gordon, a family of 10 children in total. Walter had a selection for a time of property just south of Coffs at Boambi on England's Road. By the 1920s, Walter was working as a railway fettler, a role he continued for many years prior to his retirement. For a time he worked on the Dorrigo to Glenray line, and Jane was the local midwife at Glenray. Shortly before their deaths, Walter and Jane moved to Charmhaven to be closer to one of their daughters, and it was here that Jane passed away after collapsing at the clothesline in September 1968. Walter died a little over a year later, in November 1969, after being hit by a car in Victoria Street, Coffs Harbour, near the hospital, while he was visiting his brother Joe, who was dying of throat cancer. They are both buried at Coffs Harbour Historical Cemetery. At the time of their deaths, Walter and Mary's daughter Betsy had tragically predeceased them in 1951 in Sydney, but they were survived by 9 children and 22 grandchildren. Their grave is in a precarious position with significant soil damage on Walter's side, which has caused the concrete to crack and the grave surface to fail. I've spoken to the council staff, who will put a barrow load of dirt under Walter's side, but it really is up to the family to engage with the stonemason to repair the grave further and stop any ongoing damage. Till next time.